Hey, welcome back. If you clicked the link below, it's because you are interested in what does it mean to become a savory person. Hey, my name's Adam. You're listening to Mental Override. We're just out here on the bench. I'm doing my daily ride where I upload my weekly, sometimes daily videos, and just try and share some of my experiences of life to help you overcome fear and live intentionally. Now, today I talked about the sum total of our experiences. A lot of people have traumatic experiences, joyous experience, victories, accomplishments, and how we see those things that we do, a lot of times is how we define ourselves. People say, I'm a champion, I'm a writer, I'm a this. Now, that can be fleeting to some degree because those titles with accomplishments, sometimes accomplishments can cost you everything for the title. So we have to be careful of that. But getting into the nitty-gritty, the thing I wanted to think about most is what does it mean to be savory? And I lost a friend last month, a friend of 20 years, and I was thinking about the moments we had together and what does it mean to pause, to soak in moments. I think everything being rushed, everything being short form video, TikTok, Instagram, everything being very fast, very quick, has taught us to grab and go, fast food. But I think we need some slowness. When we look around, we look at nature, we can see how time is very slow when things grow. Things of beauty take time. And so being a savory person is to stop and smell the roses. It's to pause. It's actually something I learned from my dog. Before my dog passed away, we went on a vacation, spent a weekend together. And one of the lessons I learned is that my dog would always stop and smell things wherever he went. And so I wanted to become a savory person. I didn't want to be someone who's always taking pictures, trying to document every family event, document everything we did. I do take pictures of my family because I want those memories to be up and to remind me, to help me savor those moments. But more importantly, you're never going to be right where you are again. You may never be with the person you are with right now again. You never know when these moments are your last. So living a life where I can pause to take in a breath, where I can pause to at the beautiful, scenery that's around me here up on the bench. Pause to look at some of even the features that we ride around here. In the summertime, we've got some wicked little steeps that we like to rip down here. This one comes all the way from up here. Our trail here, taking some time to the trail and analyze your life. I know for me, I like to, on Sunday nights, it's kind of my routine, is I stop and reflect on what's been going on in my life. I stop and reflect on what's been going on in my week. Are there things I want to tweak? And I realize that there's a recipe for everything. There's a recipe for a good night's sleep. There's a recipe for joy. There's a recipe for a great ride. There's a recipe for taking care of your body. What goes in must come out. What you eat becomes you. So I hope this video finds you, and the core of this message is that in my experience, moments can be fleeting. Slowing down, pausing to become a savory person is going to give you a lifetime of memories. When we're on our deathbed, we're going to stop and we're going to think about all of the experiences we had. Not just what we accomplished, but what it was like accomplishing it, how it felt to accomplish those things. Sometimes the juice isn't worth the squeeze. It's one of my favorite lines. Is the juice worth the squeeze? So sometimes we have to calculate risk when there's fear. Sometimes we know that if we do something continually, incrementally, we will grow. And sometimes things just aren't worth the experience. I'll give you an example. If we're going to go camping and biking, it's a lot to load up your bikes to go riding, go camping somewhere and take off. And it takes a lot of planning. And sometimes if we're just too tired, we won't go. The juice isn't worth the squeeze. The act of getting prepared to go do that thing costs more than doing the thing itself. And so what kind of experience we want to have while accomplishing things is just as important. I think that comes from being savory. I think that comes from stopping to reflect on where you've come from. Have you savored your growth? Have you stopped to just go, man, I've changed so much in the last year, to see how far you've come? A lot of times when you're plowing, you're pushing, you're pioneering, everything in front of you is always new, and it can feel overwhelming. It can feel like you're in the ocean, you're paddling hard, and you don't know where to go. And I think that pausing to savor, that pausing to take a moment and soak it in, feel the emotions you're supposed to feel in the moment, feel the environment that's around you, the trees, the air, the water, whatever you're in, and take that moment and soak it in and ask yourself, what does it mean? Maybe it means nothing. Maybe it just is what it is. Maybe it's a significant moment in your life and you need to cherish it because it'll be gone. I know there's moments that come and go in our lives, and we can't repeat them. When they're gone, they're gone. When people are gone, they're gone. So savor those moments. Today, I'm out for my ride. It's very warm today. We're in the plus territory. We're getting icy again. So I'm trying to savor this warm weather with bare hands instead of minus 20 Celsius. I think we're plus 3 Celsius today, so rather enjoying that. I hope you're enjoying Mental Override. I hope you enjoy this channel. We're working on some stuff this year. I'm going to try and expand some things. Just doing my best to experiment and see where this goes. If you like what you see here, or if you have any thoughts or comments on being a savory person, comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. I'd love to chat back and forth and engage with you guys. Comment below, what was the last time you went biking and you had an amazing memory with your friends and you savored that? And you can think back and go, man, if I could only repeat that again. What were the ingredients for that day? What was the ingredients for that ride you went on, that opportunity you got to take in your life to go do that amazing thing? Plan for some more. Plan to have more and make more great memories in your life. Plan to check your receipts to see how far you've come from where you were before. That's something I like to do. When I write in my journal of my plans for the week, I go back, cross it off, and look how much I've done. So stay strong, be encouraged, know that these small incremental acts of faith, when you do something, you don't see the results right away, but you do it anyways because you believe. Your belief says, I am digging my trench before it rains. I'm digging my well before I'm thirsty. I'm growing my muscles before the big challenge. I'm becoming someone different. And I think when you become a savory person, you become someone different. You express different levels of peace. And most importantly, to the depth in which you can experience the emotion of the moment, the emotion of your life, your week, of your circumstance, is to the degree in which you can grow your character. Because the depth of being savory, of being present, allows us to expand and see things from a different perspective. The analogy of the number 6 and 9, depending what side you look at it, perspective can change the exact same thing and make it look different to you, even though it remains the same. So be savory, take some perspective, see if your perspective changed. Maybe things aren't what you thought they were. Maybe you need to reframe something. Perhaps you've seen something in an extremely negative light, and there's actually a real hidden lesson in there of what not to do, or what you could have done, or what's maybe more important to you. So take some time, be savory, choose mental override, overcome fear. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.